The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus said, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which appear beautiful on the outside, but inside are full of dead men's bones and every kind of filth. Even so, on the outside you appear righteous, but inside you are filled with hypocrisy and evil doing. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You build the tombs of the prophets and adorn the memorials of the righteous. And you say, if we had lived in the days of our ancestors, we would not have joined them in shedding the prophets' blood. Thus you bear witness against yourselves that you are the children of those who murdered the prophets. Now fill up what your ancestors measured out." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Luke has 4 Beatitudes and 4 woes. Matthew has a whole chapter of this kind of stuff. And it seems to me, as I was reflecting on this, how do you find the positive within the negative? And the image of gold mining came to mind. You just have to dig through an awful lot of stuff that is not gold in order to find the gold. And when you dig through all of these woes and all of this stuff about hypocrisy that is given to us today, and when you dig through, and it just kind of dawned on me, we've got the first letter to the Thessalonians. That means that's the very first thing that Paul wrote of a letter that is preserved. So here we are in the full flower of kind of the beginning of his successful ministry. And what is he obsessed on? Duty. He's obsessed, and this comes all through his, of doing the right thing. Now, in itself, that could be an unhealthy obsession if it isn't balanced by that gold that has to shine through all of this, and that is love. Ironically, it's where we find those things that seem to be least associated with how we understand love, that we may peer down and actually find the nugget of gold. So here's kind of what I mean. When you're dealing with the negative side of things, you're trying to clear off that which keeps what is truly worthwhile inside from shining forth. So it's sort of a bit like house cleaning. But if you have something to shine forth, that's the question. Yeah. So the question that Jesus may be asking us, and St. Paul is asking us, is behind what they are saying, there must lie love, so that when we have dealt with the negative, that love can shine forth. Basically, hypocrisy is the exact opposite of what you see is what you get. So we need to be sure in our own ministry, in our own living the life of Christ, that what people see in us, Christ, what we profess, is actually what they will also receive through their encounter with us. And that is only the function of love.